Hey, it's Tig Van, time for this week's edition of the Metal Box, a weekly discussion on all things hard rock and heavy metal. This week, we get a question answered that heavy metal fans have been asking for years, and I needed to know, and I know true Skid Row fans want to know. I spoke with Dave Snake Sabo, guitarist for Skid Row, and I asked him point blank a question that he's been asked so many times over the years. Will there ever be an original Skid Row reunion with Sebastian Bach on lead vocals and Rob Affuso back behind the drum kit? I don't think Snake was too happy to hear the question. I think he's getting tired of it, but he did answer it, and this is what he had to say. Check it out.
All right, well, talking about the glory days of Skid Row, the early days, I have to bring this up, like everybody.
No, you don't.
Yeah, sure I do. I have to. Everybody brings it up
you don't.
in every interview that you get.
That's not true.
You know what, though? There's fans that are asking me to bring this up, so I have to bring it up, okay? Fans of yours that are asking. I've been a fan of Skid Row since day one. I've told you that before. Love you guys. I've followed you throughout the career with all the lineup changes and all that stuff. When Guns N' Roses got back together a few years ago, I was super pumped. I'm like, oh, this is great. I cannot wait to see, because I never got to see the original core lineup of Guns N' Roses, so I was so psyched to see that. And I said to all my friends, I said, you watch. We are going to see a Guns N' Roses original Skid Row stadium tour. This is what's going to happen.
Well, you lied to everybody.
I did, and I feel terrible about it. I feel terrible that I lied. But, Snake, this tour has been offered to you, from what I've read. It's been discussed in recent years to do this reunion, but you've constantly shot it down. You got Sebastian, who I think would love to get back there and do it one more time. And I think Rob Affuso would love to get back behind the drum kit and do another tour with you guys. What holds you back? Do you think about the money that could be made? But not only that, but how happy your hardcore old school fans would be to see that tour one more time?
Well, you're doing so good. Well, it's just, you know what? It's frustrating because it's over 20 years already.
Yeah.
And this question comes up. And I will say this. I'm always flattered by it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's awesome. Some, people get married and people get divorced. Some people, very few, but some people end up going back with their ex-wives. I've got no desire to go back with my ex-wife. I'm very, very happy with my current relationship. Look, I understand it. I do. I understand it. I really do. And from a fan perspective, I get it. For me personally, it's just for a myriad of reasons that are private, and it's just this is where I want to be. This is where we all want to be, right here, right now.
Gotcha.
I don't do this for money, man. Money was never the issue with us, and so yeah, you know what? If it was for a money grab, and whatever, someone else could do it. I'm not that I'm allergic to money. I'm really, really happy where I am at, and it's no disrespect to anybody. I wish everybody all the best. But right now in my life, this works best for all of us. If people are wanting what once was, I do understand it. Of course I do. But it's just it's not going to happen. And we've been saying that for a pretty long time. And I understand other people can get past whatever obstacles were in the way. But it's just it's an old thought.
So there you have it. The answer is no. We will never see a original lineup Skid Row reunion again. So sad. That'll do it for this week's edition of the Metal Box. Thanks for tuning in. The rock and roll limo has arrived. We'll see you next week.